In one corner, we've got the Mac Mini. It's brand new, it's great, people love it, and it's going up against Microsoft's brand new Windows 365 Link, which is in preview and at the moment is getting hammered by Apple and Windows users alike. If you're in the Apple realm, I don't blame you for not really paying attention to what's going on with Windows stuff. I had to talk about this though, because here Apple came out with this beloved mini computer, which the main thing that people could say bad about it is like, oh, you know, the button is on the bottom and that's weird, but still it hasn't affected like the sales. It doesn't affect how you work with it. It's really powerful. You couldn't really build a PC for the same price that's that powerful or awesome or that looks that good. And so it's just funny to see Microsoft come out with a mini computer. Now this is a different take. This is a thin client, but it's an odd device. It's an odd strategy. It's probably more business oriented, but the juxtaposition of Apple's mini vision versus the vision of Microsoft is just kind of weird. The Link, if you don't know, is like a mini PC, and it's weird. It runs on a $31 a month subscription to function, and it's a little box. It's a black box, so it looks something like the Mac Mini, except not. The Mac Mini is gorgeous. Mac Mini is powerful, and it's private. It's got the M4 chip inside, and amazingly, no subscription model. Before we get into it, you gotta check out the newsletter. It's free, comes out on Fridays. It'll take 30 seconds to get you up to speed on everything that you might care about in the Apple realm and beyond. And if you haven't checked out my courses, now's the time to do it. And right now you can pre-order my course on AI, so you can take advantage of all the opportunities coming your way. I'm gonna link this all up down below. I guess if you wanna be technical, it's not like Apple doesn't get people on the hook for some subscriptions if you buy any of their content focused stuff, Apple One or storage, Apple Music. But actually accessing the Mac Mini, it's like buy it and you're done. It's a weird thing, the subscription model. But I think what people like about the 365 Link is that it's cloud-based, so they think that's flexible. It's like easy to use, especially for business people if you're managing stuff. But that recurring cost is just weird. This is how subscriptions get you. If it's cheaper up front, that doesn't mean that you're not gonna end up paying more over the long haul. 30 bucks a month, that really adds up, doesn't it? And so it wouldn't be too long before the price outstrips what you've paid for a really premium Mac Mini. I actually feel like people have been asking this question for a long time. Is the future of computing cloud-based like Microsoft's kind of going for, or not? Does it look more like what Apple is currently doing, where you get a really gorgeous hardware, gorgeous software experience, everything works together seamlessly, and it's like your window into the digital realm? I mean, if the 365 Link is the future somehow, I feel like the future is really boring and ugly. Personally, I'm not the kind of person who would choose functionality and forget about aesthetics. I mean, a lot of people, if you've landed in the Apple ecosystem already, then you care about things like the way that it looks at your desk. And it's just like your personality type is to be a little bit more design oriented probably. It's funny because there's actually tons of services that will let you do like a lease to own sort of thing with a Mac. I've never done that. I'm not prompting anyone to go try that out. I don't know anything about it. But I feel like there's a cost outside of just the actual dollars that you're gonna spend. There's trade-offs for everything, and you're missing out on a great experience in so many ways, from the system level to the app level. And I'm not saying that there isn't some sort of merit that could be found or had with what Microsoft's trying to do here. I'm not saying that. There may be indeed some interesting potential there, but I just couldn't do this myself. And I'd be real curious, does this appeal to you? Maybe not necessarily this particular computer from Microsoft, right? The little Link, but I mean this model. Do you find that it's something you wish Apple would do? Do you wish Apple was doing something like this, and would you be on board? I think you're gonna see a lot of resistance to this, the subscription model right off the bat. I'm seeing it already. I don't know if you are. I think it's also possible that this could represent a real shift in market dynamics. It could become more mainstream for personal use. But when I phrase it like this, and here's where I think the comments are gonna come roaring in, is paying for rent on your computing devices going to become the new normal? Or would you rather own stuff outright? Is that going to always be in fashion? And the reason I ask that is you could argue right now that you're paying rent in a bunch of different ways. So please let me know what you think about this. I'm dying to know.